Hello, Namaskar. Welcome to day 4. Today we are looking at compassion for who you are. Compassion for who you are. It's a very neglected area in our lives because we are conditioned to think that our selves, our very being, is not important, does not deserve care or kindness. And often that stems from a deep self-hatred or self-condemnation. So therefore, this practice of compassion for who you are, for who I am, is an especially important practice. Now, we need to make a distinction between genuine self-compassion and self-centered narcissism. What is the difference, you might ask? Let's look at self-centered narcissism. What is that? Essentially, that is rooted in a deep sense of self-inadequacy, a fragility of the ego, resulting in a need for defense and resistance to whatever threatens this fragile ego. Self-centeredness manifests in a self-cherishing, self-grasping kind of tendency that looks at one's own benefit, one's own pleasure, one's own comfort, often at the expense of others. So in other words, there is this introjecting tendency to grasp at oneself as an autonomous, independent, alienated existence apart from everyone and everything else, and then seeking its benefit, its pleasure at the expense of others, at the expense of other people, at the expense of nature and the environment, at the expense of the planet, at the expense of society. So there's this inward lookingness that is so self-absorbed and fixated on its own pleasure to the exclusion of others. That's narcissism. Self-compassion, however, is not like that. It is based on a realistic appraisal of who we are as human beings created in the image of God and therefore made to reflect God's nature and character. Yes, we fall short of that, and we've been unable to do so through our own self-effort. However much we try to be good, we often fail. There is a sort of brokenness there. But having said that, because we were originally made in the image of the divine, we have been given intrinsic worth by our Creator. Who we are, our very being, our very spirit, is breathed by God. So, looking at that aspect, that reality of our existence, we can have a genuine and realistic sense of caring for ourselves as living, breathing beings created by God. So let's explore this a bit further, looking at your inner qualities. What do you find when you look at yourself and your qualities? Well, as a human being, we can think, we can feel, we can will, we intend, and we act, and we speak. So these qualities, while they might seem very commonplace, are actually really important qualities that make us who we are, that are expressions of who we are as human beings, living human beings. And we can be grateful for that. Pay attention to facets of yourself then that you're not normally aware of. Apart from our conscious capacity to think, feel, will, speak, act, natural powers of our consciousness, we are also equipped in very unique ways. Apart from these generic qualities of being human, each one of us is unique, equipped with unique gifts, talents, abilities, passions, values, and interests. Search within, look clearly and carefully. What can you acknowledge and celebrate about your unique gifts, talents, abilities, passions, values, and interests? Perhaps it's your cheerfulness. Perhaps it's your ability to tell a funny joke. Perhaps you're a caring spouse or a loving parent. Perhaps you give attention and give time to your friends. As you reflect, you'll find more and more qualities about yourself you can indeed be grateful for. You don't need to be arrogant about these, but simply acknowledge them, celebrate them, rejoice in them. Expand the energy field of these qualities as you give them attention. If you have a quality of cheerfulness or a quality of friendliness and sociableness, expand those qualities, those energies within you as you pay attention to these qualities. Magnify your appreciation, your sense of appreciation of yourself with these qualities. And as you feel more and more deeply in touch with your natural being, then it's far easier to then nourish self-compassion. See yourself as a human being with strengths and weaknesses like everyone else. Accept your human condition shared with everyone else. All beings deserve to be free from suffering, and so do you. All beings do not like to be hurt or wounded. Same with you. Be open and kind to yourself as you recognize your common humanity with others. Acknowledge your need and right to be free from anguish, from hurt, from woundedness. Accept your humanity and arouse self-compassion in that healthy way. Shall we begin? Let's sit comfortably, eyes closed. Hands on your lap, back straight, free of tension. Breathing in and out, quietly and gently. Your feet squarely on the ground, shoulder width apart. Breathe into your heart and let it expand into the sky like before. Smile into your heart. Rejoice in that vast field of open acceptance within you. That is the basis of your caring and compassion. Breathe in and breathe out, nourishing the energy of accepting compassion in your heart. Now call to mind 3 things about yourself that you can be thankful for. 3 qualities. Perhaps it's a habit of helpfulness. Perhaps it's a care for a pet. Perhaps it's your support of friends, or your intelligence and curiosity, or your faith and sense of belonging to a community. Whatever 3 things you're grateful for, Call them to mind. Breathe into them. Breathe into those qualities that you appreciate about yourself. Maybe it's your helpfulness. Maybe it's your sense of community. Maybe it's your kindness to animals. Whatever it is, breathe in and out and let your appreciation of those qualities expand, expanding the sense of gratitude for who you are and the qualities and the gifts that you have been given. Relax into that feel of grateful energy, of accepting grateful, thankful energy that is filling you up from inside, surrounding you like a shield. Be happy, rejoice. As you continue to breathe in and out, expand the field of positive energy around you, wrapping yourself entirely in a warm glow of compassion, as if this aura of compassion, this orb of compassion, is like a cocoon that wraps you completely from crown to toe and all around, front, back, and your side. This elliptical cocoon of compassion, wrapping you, embracing you with a warmth and a glow that is exquisite and sweet, gentle, bright, warm, loving. And affirm to yourself, may I be free from anguish and affliction. Be in touch with pain in your heart, whatever sadness or grief that you might have. And say to yourself, it's okay. Affirm your wish and your right to be free from that grief and sorrow. Accepting who you are and your common humanity with others. In this way, spread compassion to yourself. Let the cocoon of compassion that enwraps you warm you up. Let that energy seep into you, into your heart, into your every fiber and cell of your body, vibrating you with warmth and kindness, caring, gentleness. Let peace arise in your heart as you feel this compassion soothing you and comforting you. Breathe in and out. Compassion to yourself. Allowing this to happen. Allowing compassion for yourself to grow. Understanding that this then becomes a powerful basis for your compassion for others. And you can have strong compassion for yourself as well as strong compassion for others. And finally, seeing no separation between yourself and others. Rejoice and rest in this warm glow of compassion. Now you may slowly finish up your meditation and open your eyes. Well done, dear friends. Day 4 is completed. You're well on your way on this second pillar of the ACE meditation system, compassion. I'll meet you here again tomorrow for day 5. Meanwhile, do take care of yourself and be blessed. Namaskar.